Fight Night, only on DAZN.
Hello and welcome to our first prelims show here of the year in the UK, and we are in Newcastle where we have two local fighters battling it out for the Northern Area title. Before them, 3 fights involving more local talent. Brad Casey has his 4th fight in the cruiserweight division before Newcastle's very own Lee Rogers aims to go 7 unbeaten in the bantamweight division. Sunderland's former amateur star Kieran McDonald makes his professional debut, and then it's the Northern Area title fight between Geordie fighters Josh Blenkiron and Robbie Coleman. As ever, I have the champ with me, Barry Jones, the best looking bald man in boxing, I'd say.
I wouldn't say.
No, you wouldn't say so?
Well, I'll take it, but I don't think it's true, to be honest. I'm very realistic about what I got to offer the world, Dan.
I think you are.
Thanks, mate.
Anyway, enough of that bald chat. David Diamante is ready to introduce the fighters for our first contest.
Ladies and gentlemen, good evening and welcome to the northeast of England. We're at the Utility Arena here in Newcastle for a big night of World Championship Professional Boxing, and it's all being brought to you courtesy of Mr. Eddie Hearn of Matchroom Boxing. We're sponsored tonight by Betfred, Drip, Events 365, Riyadh Season, the 10% Club, That Prize Guy, Tom Life Insurance, and Everlast. All of tonight's bouts are sanctioned under the auspices of the British Boxing Board of Control. The steward in charge is Anthony Kirkby. Introducing your 3rd man in the ring at the sound of the bell, from Middlesbrough, scoring referee Dean Wilson. And now, ladies and gentlemen, 4 rounds of boxing scheduled in the cruiserweight division. Introducing first, he wears silver and black. He's scaled 14 stone 5 ounces. Professional record, 1 win, 3 defeats. His 1 win came by way of knockout. He fights out of Edgware, London. Please welcome Lee Roberts. And his opponent across the ring fighting out of the blue corner. He wears blue and gold. He scaled 14 stone 3 pounds 5 ounces. His young professional record thus far perfect. 3 fights, 3 victories, with 1 of them coming by way of knockout. Fighting out of York, please welcome Brad Casey.
Hello. Watch your low blows, watch your punch on the back of the head. Keep it clean. Protect yourselves at all times and listen to my commands at all times. Touch them up. Let's do it. Back to your corner.
Well, here we go. First fight of the night here on prelims. Cruiserweight division, 4 rounds. Bradley Casey from York, in with North London's Lee Roberts. Lots of promise when it comes to Bradley Casey.
Seconds out, round 1.
A very good fighter, well schooled, solid, and we've been impressed, Barry, haven't we, with what we've seen?
Yeah, no, yeah, I've liked him. I think he's a nice, smooth boxer, got a lovely, good balance about him. Maybe with a nice jab, moves well, good feint, a lot of good stuff.
Feint there, moving nicely, lovely jab, straight through the guard of Roberts there. Nice and nimble on the feet. Good amateur pedigree, as I say. 2024 Haringey Box Cup gold medalist. Nice start. You like the feints, Barry?
Yeah, they're good there. I would just say, he hasn't done anything wrong, it's just started. Too many feints. You'll be careful with that because you'll oversell it. And also, just establish that jab first before, and then get into your rhythm and start feinting and making a miss. But let him feel that solid left hand. It's a lovely weapon when he uses it well.
Yeah, 3 fights in as a professional. Beat Goran Kozul on debut, beating him on points. That was on the Pat McCormack, Miguel Parra undercard in this area. Beat Antonio Bovarino, he knocked him out in the first round. That was on the Joshua Boazzi, Zach Parker undercard. And then last time out in December, outpointing Dylan Courtney. Moving along nicely.
Yeah, just did a lovely little move there. He just sold it with his eyes. He looked down to the body and then went up with the head there with a lovely left hand. And he's boxing well here. Nice. What I like about him, he doesn't load up, so everything's smooth. And when he throws that right hand, he just turns the body. You see it there for the shot.
Good variation as well. Jab followed by the right uppercut, then the left hook. Just telegraphing the overhand right.
No, I think he just threw it a bit short. I think it was the right shot. He just needed to extend the right hand a bit more. It's too close to the body.
He's moving his head well, isn't he?
Yeah.
Variation with the shots coming, as I say, but slipping side to side, looking back left to the body.
Good shot as well there.
He just increases the tempo, doesn't he?
Yeah, and because he doesn't load up, everything's nice and smooth, which means whether he's leaning over the left foot or back onto the right foot, he can still get the stance and the ability to throw a decent shot. So he can sort of roll into his punches nice and smooth.
I spoke to him this week. I asked him what his goals were. If I give him a crystal ball, what would he like the end of the year to look like? And he said, hopefully fighting for titles or have some sort of title under his belt. So very ambitious. Still only 21.
He's young, and because he's big as well, you know what I mean? Because power is such a factor in these weights, you just take your time. You get those learning fights in.
Lee Roberts, as I say, from Edgware, North London. Under the cross here, this is really good work. Head, body from Casey. He's not taking his foot off the gas here.
He's moving around the body there as well, Casey, isn't he? He's just, just a little step to the left or right. Yeah. Get a different angle on the attack by maintaining the pressure.
A really good opening round from Bradley Casey. See the team there, very good team.
Legs out, you know what I mean? We gave him the boxing, we gave him the feints, we gave him the touches, you gave him the violence, you gave him a good mix of it. All right, just keep shifting the tempo now. I want to see that jab to body backhand head. All right, you're finding the jab to body nicely, and then you're bringing it upstairs, but he's expecting it now. So let's get body straight into the backhand.
That's a lovely little bit of work there, just screwing that left hand up there, faking the jab. Again, even though he never landed with that shot, just because he doesn't load up, he turns the body into every punch, which gives him that nice rhythm and just fluency in his work. And you see it here, just being able to follow on with the punch without too much effort.
If he's in front of you, beat him to the shot, 1 or 2, clean up, then go again. Really nice round. That jab was lovely. Nice to bomb. Keep going the body.
The words of Ashley Martin, Sonny Edwards, also Dave Allen in the corner. Yeah, very good opening round, and I echo what Sonny Edwards said there. Beautiful work behind that jab as he throws a lovely lead hand once again.
And you want to see more of the jab, don't you? I think it's such a good weapon for him. I mean, you're worried that, especially when you're a clever fighter like Casey, that someone's going to read you, but he won't. You just keep popping that jab out, just change the pace and the tempo of the shot, the weight as well, which is important. And you'll have a field there. You'll push him back with that, then you can let that right hand go with a bit more conviction and belief.
Yeah, I like the fault in the work of Casey. We're trying to unlock the defence of Roberts, whether it be a feint or the eyes downstairs that he's done a few times.
Did it then?
Yeah, just using the right hand again, but once he gets going like he is here, looking very good. There's a nice left hook, creeps in from Casey. He is not taking a step back here. Game from Roberts, lands a nice right hand.
And he felt that as well there, Casey. Just come off the rope there, didn't he?
Actually, Roberts. The sole win that he has, Roberts, was in his debut. That was by stoppage. 3 defeats since. Nice head movement again, just avoiding that jab from Roberts.
Just needs to regroup himself here now, Casey. He got a bit excited, and rightly so. He looked like he had him on the rails there, didn't he? And again, Roberts showing how tough he was, being able just a little slip to the side and come back off the ropes with a decent little shot.
Started out as a kickboxer, Casey. Turned to boxing, not look back. Nice movement there, just getting back to the centre ring. Nice free shots, finishing with that left uppercut, rocking back the head of Roberts. Let's get the noise as well, though. The crowd have come here to support Casey. So still only 21. Plenty of time to develop. Seeing lots of talent there, Barry. Lots of work with.
He got loads of lovely movements. Again, though, Sonny was talking about the jab in the corner, but that's what he needs now. But he's a little bit tired, only a little bit, because he got caught with a shot. I think he panicked him just a little bit. I mean, he's taking control of the round again, but that jab, that double up with the jab or single jab stepping behind it, will just push Roberts right back onto the ropes. Shot.
Good work. Roberts made a few, hasn't he?
That's when you've got to take that step like he did in the first round there, Casey. Just a little step to the right.
A little right hook though from Roberts. Leaning on. Pushing Roberts into the ropes there. Took a couple of shots there, didn't he, Casey? Doesn't look a little tired as he sits down in that
blue corner. You a little bit hard in that round, didn't he, to get through it?
Some room to do what you do, all right? So when you get 1 or 2 shots and he's sat back on rope, take yourself out, come back. Have a look, come back in with a jab, pause.
Look at the work here from Casey.
Just a right hand over behind the ear there it was, but he come up. Roberts felt there, moved back to the ropes. He had to take a shot there, but he's full of momentum here. Casey down some lovely left hook there. He got Roberts took it so well. It's a solid right hand again, clean, loose, smooth punching there from Casey.
Come out, go again, come out, go again, come out, go again.
When you're getting backed up, do again what got you there. Better feet, touching, hiding the shots, because he's going up, and then it's the second shot that's doing it. It's the second shot.
Seconds out, round 3.
Into the third round we go. First fight here on prelims. Busy night ahead. We're coming ahead, our main event. Josh Kelly attempting to become a world champion. Looks to rip the IBF super welterweight crown off of Bakhram Murtazaliev, absolute beast from Russia. Nice left hook from Bradley Casey from York. Really good friends with Leo Atang. Could we see a future show in York? Could you tell me probably the last big name from York, Barry? You're very good with your trivia.
Henry Walter?
Yes, the name I have down here. Never disappointed. We've got Anne next to me.
Thank you.
Giving him a clap.
Oh, good shot there from Casey.
Good work. Going through the gears there. Didn't load up with the shots, did he, Barry? And just applying a bit more pressure, looking for that overhand right again.
What he does naturally, Casey, he has a lovely body turn. So when he throws a shot, he will take the hips and the shoulders, which means when he comes back without loads of effort, he can get a good clean shot with plenty of power on.
Roberts bravely coming back again. Oh, and a nice counter right hand again.
Just need a little bit more torque than a little more speed in the turn of the glove.
I think where he's really let some heavy shots go, Casey. He's come out in this third round and he's just not loading up with the shots now, but I think it's just helped him with his accuracy.
Yeah.
Again, nice jab. He's not loading up, is he? He's just putting the shots out, but they're having effect.
Well, he's not wasting any punches, like you could argue maybe he did in the first round, but that's lovely work. Jab to the body there, right hand over the top, and just changing the angle. A left hook again from Casey.
Yeah, lovely shot. That left hook, well timed, well accurate with the shot. Just
really
dropping.
good, steady, like aggression there, isn't it? Just walking him down a little bit here.
And you can see he's not really having to force this. You can see he wants to be doing this. Has that bit between his teeth, that fire in his eye. And this is where you're talking about, like, see him just step either side, but this is good pressure again, letting the shots go.
Well, you want to take away the left hook, don't you, straight away? So by that then, you take a step over to the right, you're on the blind side of that shot, he has to turn to throw.
Just over 40 seconds to go in this third round.
Took a shot there from Roberts.
Yeah, it was a nice jab, wasn't it? Just telegraphing 3 shots there, Casey. But lots of intent, really trying to close this show in style. Fallen short with that overhand right a couple of times, hasn't he? That feint again. Oh, nice slip inside the jab, throws the left hook. Casey. Sabadi in 1-2.
Do you know what? When he starts with the basic combination, the 1-2, everything works better for him. That's what they're screaming, the jab in the corner. So you can work off that punch. There's been good steady pressure here from Casey, good steady pressure. Tough kid this time.
Lee Roberts from Edgware, North London.
Good man. What?
He's good, man.
Come on. Pull it out of yourself. Make
Don't
him
mind
work
a bit of honesty in the corners, do we?
Make him work.
But you know what? He's tough, and he's using the ropes as well to try and just take away the sting of some of the punches. But I mean, he's having to take some wallops here off Casey, and they're from every angle as well, aren't they? Right hands over the top, left hooks, solid straight right hands as well. The body shots. He's just showing even under pressure, he still can land that. Everyone again lands that good shot that keeps Casey.
If it's not started it, we come out
and
we go again. Stop leading with the big ones. Stop trying to box him on the inside, because all the good stuff that you're doing comes from long and mid-range. And then you get him on the ropes, and we have to throw something that's going to be fucking advantage of where he is. You can't just stand there.
You're working hard on your back. Seconds out, fourth and final round.
Final round here in our opening bout. The Utilita Arena in Newcastle. Stacked bill coming up. It's been 3 good rounds. Bradley Casey, 21-year-old from York, in with tough Lee Roberts, who, as we heard in the corner, saying he's good. It's Bradley Casey. Still lots and lots to learn, Barry, but...
Yeah, but I mean, he got so many good, just good foundation there, hasn't he? And a lot of it is athleticism, because he's just so smooth with his movements. Which means, if he can just hone some of it, more of the skills that he clearly has, and he'll get that discipline with that jab. I just think it makes him such a weapon when he can just have his stamina will be better because he's not loading up with shots, and he'll be more of a potent weapon.
There must be a real buzz in that gym as well. Can you imagine Leo Tang himself, a few others in there. Ashley Martin must be thrilled with what they're doing, but the future's very bright for York boxing. Leo Tang, who opens the broadcast today on DAZN, young heavyweight, just 19 a couple of days ago. World at his feet. Imagine being a young Leo Tang, Barry.
Oh, it's unbelievable, isn't it? That journey, it's like when we all turn pro, the aspirations of where you can go, that's the exciting part, isn't it? But for the heavyweight, it's magnified.
Yeah, and the marquee division always will be of boxing, and it's searching for its next stars. Leo Tang certainly looks to be one of those. Good work again. Bradley Casey going through the gears. Really trying to get the stoppage here in this final round, but Lee Roberts again proving and showing how tough he is.
Just need that double jab there, Casey. That's lovely work. Simple but effective.
Exactly that.
Just bend your knees and roll.
Hit. Don't be hit. Jab, rolled under. Nice little left hook there, rolling under, but Roberts again. Really letting some decent shots go. Nice little roll himself, tucking up. There's a good pressure from Casey.
Nice little left hook there from Roberts, but
the right hand.
But Casey's just smothering here.
Yeah, needs to work on these angles when he's got his opponent backed onto the rope. Skip to the left and the right, as you've been calling for, Barry. Just walking onto a jab there as he looks to throw the uppercut, but that's good work.
He gets caught every now and again, Casey, but that's when he's coming forward to do some work, and that's always a risk that you're going to take. I think apart from that, I think it's been a really good performance. He's reacted to what the corner said or what's happening in the last round and tried to push the pace a little bit more, and he has again in this round. Just being more physical, I think, than Roberts, trying to tire him out.
Great effort from Roberts on the back foot there, just leaning back, letting shots go. Making Casey think, can't switch off. Leaning away, trying to let the heavy shots go. Casey, closing seconds. There you go, there's the final bell in this opening contest. Be a good win, a good test that for Bradley Casey. Lee Roberts, I'm sure he'll be out soon. Be a good test for some of the up-and-coming cruiserweights in the country.
Yeah, he would be, because in a division where people are thinking used to knocking people over left, right, and centre, he's a guy who's going to make you, just give you a reality check, isn't he? For sure. So he's a really good test. But here, Casey just showing again that fluency in his work. The work ethic was fantastic. He pushed the pace from the first bell. He dictated the pace for most of the part, almost always. And I think he can only get better here. And there's a few things that he could sharpen it very, very quickly that makes him twice the fighter he is, which is scary because he's already potentially an absolute superstar.
Look, no one's the finished article, are they, in their full fight? But we're always looking at it, we're always saying it. What do they have? I mean, he has a lot to work with. Brilliant balance, good variation with shots. The defense was good. the power
and
will develop.
And for you talk about championship quality fighters, because he doesn't load up, that'll give him the engine to maybe go into those later rounds with still enough to get through to the final bell.
Well, let's throw it back to David for the decision. There's a problem with the mic here. David will have that decision.
I'm not plugging it in until he says sorry.
No?
No. I'm not having it.
Who do you want to apologise? Sound man on call. But yeah, it was a good workout that for Bradley Casey, who no doubt will move to 4-0 as a professional. Lee Roberts, as you say, like to see him out again, be busy, pose some questions to some of the younger cruiserweights out there. Buzzing division domestically, this, it really is. Yeah, love to see a fight in York one day. I don't think I've ever been to York. You've been to York?
Only the train station, unfortunately.
Yeah?
Which is embarrassing, really. Well,
why? What happened? We kicked off and slung off for not paying your ticket.
I had to stop and change trains to go somewhere else.
I can hear some echo in here. I think we're ready with the mic now. Look, David has it in hand.
Scores this contest 40-36 for your winner. He's still undefeated. Bad Brad Casey.
Yep, he does move to 4-0, Bradley Casey. He made it work there, made to think, and that's what you want as a young fighter. Lee Roberts will come again. The team there, Ashley Martin, Sonny Edwards, Dave Allen would be thrilled with their man. And as I say, so much to look forward to here. 3 fights still to come in tonight's prelims before we head over to DAZN for the main card, where we have a world title action coming your way as Northeast very own Josh Kelly takes on IBF Super Welterweight champion Bakhram Murtazaliev. A massive night for Josh. Also Josh Padley as he looks to become the European Super Featherweight champion. And you don't want to miss the Golden Turk, the heavy-hitting Alif Turhan as she defends her world title. Even the hard nut Barry Jones crosses the road when he sees her. And then the superstar, the man we've been talking about, is he the future of the heavyweight division? Leo Atang takes on Ami Busetta. We are ready for our second fight here on prelims, so let's throw it back to David.
Ladies and gentlemen, the action continues with a special super bantamweight attraction. Set to make his ring walk, Eric Omar Lopez.
Well, here is Eric Omar Lopez, 31-year-old Mexican from Guadalajara. 20 wins, 34 losses. 12 of those victories have come inside the distance. I'm going to say, Barry, he's not picked this song.
Do you not think this might be his favourite song?
I'm not having a man from Guadalajara's pick this. But anyway, here is Eric Lopez.
The undefeated young Geordie, Leroy, the Pocket Rocket Rogers.
And here he is, Lee Rogers. And I always said if I was to ever make a comeback, this would be my ring walk. Cracking tune. Nicknamed Roy, 22, from here in Newcastle. 6 wins as a professional. 2 inside the distance from the famous Berkeley boys. He's a big ticket seller, and they're making themselves heard. Lee Rogers looking to turn more heads this evening.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, from Newcastle, England, live on DAZN, we are set to go with our next bout of the evening, and it's all being brought to you courtesy of Mr. Eddie Hearn of Matchroom Boxing. Introducing your third man in the ring at the sound of the bell from Seaham, scoring referee Neil Close. And now, ladies and gentlemen, 6 rounds of boxing scheduled in the super bantamweight division. Introducing first, fighting out of the red corner, he wears the black with the gold lettering. He scaled 8 stone, 9 pounds, 3 ounces. Professional record, 20 victories, 34 defeats, 3 draws, and 12 wins coming by way of knockout. Peleando desde Guadalajara, Jalisco, Mexico, please welcome Eric Omar Lopez. And his opponent across the ring, fighting out of the blue corner, he wears brown with the white trim. He scaled 8 stone, 9 pounds, 5 ounces. He is undefeated as a professional, 6 fights, 6 victories, 2 wins coming by way of knockout. Fighting out of Newcastle, England, Lee Roy, the Pocket Rocket Rogers.
Okay, both boxers, keep your heads up, keep your punches up, obey my commands at all times, defend yourselves at all times, touch gloves, back your corner.
Well, in the super bantamweight division we go, Lee Rogers with Eric Omar Lopez from Mexico.
Round 1.
Lee Rogers, 2 fights in 2023, 4 last year, and he finished 2025 with a 3rd round stoppage of Jemzi Kibadzengi. So looking to follow up that stoppage victory here in 2026.
You're going to enjoy Rogers. He's really fun. I've commented one of his fights before. I mean, he was dominating the fight, winning, boxing beautiful, really good balance, you know, aggressive with it without rushing any of his work. But then beating his chest, calling the fight on for more.
Love it. Very, very disciplined and eager to make sacrifices, and he proved that when he travelled to the States and went on his own, sparring with some of the best, like Stephen Fulton, and it's that kind of sacrifice, Barry, that can help you in your journey.
Yeah, and just being around, I mean, sparring him is great, it's brilliant, you learn so much. I mean, but just being around like great fighters, really world champions and good fighters, is you get to pick up their work ethic, understand what it takes to be a champion, and the sacrifice you have to take, discipline, and also all the other stuff, and the right techniques to do at the right time, and you know, it brings you on tenfold.
Yeah, good amateur, as I say, as well. 70 fights, 63 wins in the amateurs. Very good, that. And you can see he's got nice base, quick hands, a lot of thought in his work. Sharp jab, variation with the lead hand.
He got a quick brain as well. You see a gap, he go for it really quick, so his vision's really good.
The same with someone that has 20 wins, 12 inside, 60% KO ratio, no nonsense, from Guadalajara.
And only stopped once in 34 defeats.
And that's the big number there, isn't it, Barry?
And that's why Rogers, we realise that Rogers, you know, that I just got to take my time here, box and frustrate him, and hope he walks, I hope he makes a mistake, then I'll capitalise on that.
A really good win, actually, Lopez. Last time out, he knocked out 5-0 Belgian fighter Alik Alayan. That was in December. That was the 4th round of a 10-round. That's a lot of experience. And he's not coming here to make up the numbers, has he, Lopez?
But that was a lovely uppercut there from Rogers. And then just skipping away as well.
Beautiful. Counter right hand, followed by the left hook, and then the footwork, Barry.
Did you see the back foot, though? Before he threw that right hand, he just took a slight little slide to the right, just so he could sit back on the right foot to get a different angle, so he could get over the top. I don't know whether he thought he knew he was doing that, or it was just a natural movement, but it was brilliant.
I tell you what, though, little subconscious movements really do hold you in good stead, and you're naturally doing it. There's a nice right hook. He just misses with that second one, but that's a nice shot. He's using that well.
Yeah, and the feet are fantastic. Little small movements to get him out of range, and then being able to fire back in.
Yeah, good round for Rogers there. In with a real tough nut in Lopez.
Yeah. We'll work with staying and strip his hands away, but you can't be staying there for a swing after it. You just put one shot and take a few buckets. Yeah, yeah. You know, when you're spinning them off, you make them look daft. You can stay a bit closer and after that and go again.
Again, shows some brilliant movements here, but also just the balance that you mentioned at the start of the round. Always you know, having the perfect balance, and even when he's moving back, can just push up that back leg and get the proper weight and range of that with that right hand.
Let go. Power. Yeah? Go the
Corners,
distance.
10
Let go.
seconds.
Okay?
Corners.
Go, big it out.
Seconds out. Round 2.
Yeah, in the second round we go, and it was a nice composed start from the local lad, Roy Rogers. 22. Look at Lopez come flying out the traps again.
Josh Whale in the corner, that's why. He's having a way of reading the riot act in. What are you doing, Nate?
Lopez had 17, I'll say it again, fights last year, Barry.
Richest man in the room.
Yeah, might be in a pound behind Eric Lopez. Only 3 of those were victories, but as I say, good win last time out. It's an unbeaten fight. Actually, it was a combined record. The 3 wins that he did have were against a combined record of 20 wins, 1 defeat and 1 draw. So he's not afraid to upset the apple cart.
It's good movement there, though, from Rogers. He's seen that Lopez is looking to be a bit aggressive, a bit assertive, so he just uses his feet just to quell the fire, just stem it a little bit, and then he'll get back to work then.
And again, another fighter that's sold bundles of tickets, and you'd feel, Barry, they'll all be pleading, wouldn't they, for Josh Kelly to get his arm raised this evening, and you can start really building shows around him, defending titles here.
Because they've had fighters up there in the past that've shown, you know, once they get a following, they can sell, and then with that, then you know, it's a great place to come, and it's very atmospheric when it's full as well.
Yeah, I remember being here a few times in 2018. Lewis Ritson, and they really did come out in numbers, and not only did they come out in numbers, they made themselves heard. So it is, I've always felt a potential hotbed this, as Lee Rogers really going through the gears. That chopping right hook is a lovely shot.
But just those little fidgety movements there, so Lopez can't read his rhythm. And that's allowing him there, and that's just making Lopez freeze up a little bit.
Do you know what as well I find really impressive with Rogers is the comfort in which he moves backwards or when he's coming forward.
Yeah.
He's happy to do both.
It's just because he's got good balance, haven't he? You know, you can always feel comfortable whichever movement he's making.
Very, very relaxed again this week. Taking it all in his stride, as I say. Does have 6 fights under his belt, but real maturity was shown this week. Only 22 years old. Just going for a little move here. Lopez just following Rogers round the ring to try and take that foot across, but again, nice flashy combination from Rogers.
But more than just throwing the shot, it's the change in tempo. There's a little acceleration of pace in that work, so it's hard to defend against.
Look at that desire from Lopez, not happy with the movement of Rogers, wants him to stand in front of him.
Yeah? Yeah. Now you put your fencing now, biting a little bit more now, right? So let's get a little bit quick off your fencing, right? As soon as you see him bite, go off it. You wait that little bit too long, right, son? You're getting that reaction sometimes and you're not really hesitating. Yeah, yeah. Do you know, when you want to go and go again, you can lower your leg.
They're getting a little fidgety movements there. So Lopez can't read him, which then Lopez not sure if he's going to attack or just stay defensive, and that allows Rogers just let his punches go then with a little bit of freedom. I mean, he's boxing really well.
You just don't need to get greedy. Yeah? Feel good.
Stay disciplined, yeah.
Corners, 10 seconds.
Everything off that chop, son. Okay?
Yeah. Seconds out, round 3.
Second half of the fight we go. Oh, sorry, 6th rounder here. 3rd round of this 6th rounder. Lee Rogers working nicely behind the jab again. Talking about the defeats of Lopez. One of the defeats that he does have was to Noel Berry, lost on points over 6 rounds. He's now the English champion, and is that a fight potentially Rogers will be looking at soon?
I don't think there's any rush for it, to be honest, because they're 2 real talented kids. You know, I think we've got potentially big futures. So, I mean, no, you can match them at the area level. That's not, but someone's got to lose, haven't they? I mean, there's no need for it just yet. I know we're on about not protecting the O, but this is at a certain level, that is. I mean, you want to protect yourself, but he's still got a few learning fights, I think. Rogers. I mean, he'd take the fight tomorrow. You see by the way he moves, how confident that he is.
You want that, don't you? You want rivals, you want talented fighters in your division to build these big super fights. Potentially in the future, could work from Lopez, but back comes Lee Roy Rogers. Again, moving nicely.
But you've got to build your own career first before you're looking for rivals, haven't you? And just focus on that. And then in 2 years' time, if Berry's still around your weight and still winning and still doing well, and you're close to each other in levels, then it's a fight to be made, isn't it?
Yeah, the Northern area title, that's vacant. Maybe that's something you can look for in the coming fights. Good defensive skills there, just avoiding the right hand from Lopez. He's really starting to plough forward now.
Yeah.
We're missing an awful lot, Barry.
He is missing an awful lot. Rogers has got to be careful that he doesn't just dance a little bit too much here. He's got to keep moving, but Lopez is trying to walk him down a little bit, but still when he's not, let the combinations go in fast flurries, then spin off, go for a walk again, and rinse and repeat.
Very calculated, Rogers. Doesn't waste much, does he? Lots of patience shown from the young man. When he does let the shots go, as Lopez lands a lovely overhand right.
So he missed with that left hook. It's a whipping shot, that left hook that he throws Lopez. He throws from his knee pretty much.
A reminder to Rogers, stay switched on. Good to say, though, yeah, the work from Rogers, when he does let the shots go, they're precise, they're accurate. Trying to draw out the lead, isn't he, from Lopez. Rogers just avoiding that right hand nicely, rolling under. Good movement back to the centre of the ring.
Well, stamp at that front foot now, Rogers. See there, he's cocked with that right hand there. He's stamped at that front foot. Roll under the right hand, come back with the left hook.
Yeah, that right hook again. Oh, nice left. He sort of threw it to the body, but he rolled into that. Rogers. A handful, this man here, Lopez.
Listen to me. You need to work more.
Barry.
You need to work more.
Pointed out, just stop one.
Eric,
34
really, you
losses.
got to work more. Your hands go. Eric, 48, let's go. You can.
I know he swings and I know he's got a little bit of pop, touch a bit higher. When you're coming into range, your level of your lead hand isn't changing. When you come into range, it's sliding there. You do his hand catch, look either side, catch, bang, 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 catch again, then move. Yeah. Because you're coming in with your lead hand low, you're still doing that shoulder roll.
Cornered. Seconds out, round 4.
In the 4th round we go. Now we are into the second half of the fight. 6th rounder here, super bantamweight division. Lovely jab to start the round from Rogers. Just want to see him bend the knees a little bit more in the corner. Barry, sound advice?
Yeah, I think so. I think they're on about I think they're almost like do something, but then your second phase you've got to stay there and block, and then you'll come back with a shot, sort of like block and counter. But to do that, rather than move, just bend your legs, stay close. You can use the forearms to stay close.
Yeah, that was nice. Sharp work again from Rogers. Again, I mentioned the variation, but we see it once more. Straight shots, then the hooks. Lopez again ploughing forward, looking for a right to the body, just missing with that overhand right. Really increasing the pressure now is the Mexican.
Yeah, but it's just a little bit too telegraphed, isn't it? Certainly for Rogers, anyway. There is speed with the shot. To be fair, when he throws a shot, Lopez, he whips him in, he goes for it.
Smile from Rogers as Lopez shows the frustration of this movement. Does tuck up well though, Lopez, doesn't he? Takes a lot on the gloves.
Yeah.
As you say, although there is speed there, it's just that real desire to let the shots go and to hurt the opponent. He's just showing the shot as he does there.
The thing is, when you're continuously missing and everyone again getting countered, that's going to clam you up, isn't it? It is. So you've got to throw, you know, if he really wants to try and win the fight, he's got to throw in combinations. And you know, even though he's whipping the shots in, they've got to be 3 or 4 of them continuously.
Plenty, and just having a look around, Plenty taking their seats here at the Utilita. Night ahead. But good work, as you say, Barry, there from Lee Rogers. Nice boxing. Nice crisp combination there. Took his time with it, picked the shot, picked the target, let it go. And again, he's moving around a lot, but he's moving to get into the space to throw a punch. He's getting the biggest part of the ring to his back, and then he's doing his work. Intelligent movement as well. Back touches the rope, and he spins round, gets back to the centre of the ring, now pushing Lopez back. And if he's feeling the pace, he's loaded up with a lot, hasn't he? Missed with a lot. And that does empty the tank. Doing the right thing here, Rogers. Not getting carried away, is he? Not throwing needless, sloppy shots. And also, he's not willing to exchange, and I think that's a clever thing. He's looking to do work, but when Lopez is fighting back, just takes a little step back. Nice double left hook a moment ago, head then body from Rogers. See that right hander, that's where he can hold his feet. He threw a lovely right hand, and he dipped underneath the left hand there of Lopez, but he skipped back with his feet. It's a natural movement for him. But if he would have just dipped his legs and not moved that back foot back, then he's there to throw another shot. Another round in the bank for Rogers. Gives us a little wave here at ringside.
Starting to back off a little bit now, so
he's enjoying this one.
Stay safe. Remember when we said when you're close, you kind of pull off high. Okay, son. He swings, right? Yeah. So yeah, that's the most dangerous as you're fucking coming out. You need to stay a bit close and come off on the angle.
That's what I was doing there, turning.
Yep, good lad.
Do you know what? When you do get him on here, that's what you can't creep in with that.
He'll be learning bundles here when he Barry.
Do you like Mark Dickinson?
Yeah, he will, you know, he's boxed really well. He's controlled the pace most often, but he's been putting a little bit of pressure as well, and he's coped with it quite well. There's no panic in him at all, and why should there be? And it's all this is now really. It's about just listening in the corner, going out, following instructions, being able to do that on a continuous level, and that helps you get into championship fights where it means a lot to listen to your corner and execute what you're being told.
Seconds out, round 5.
Well, 2 to go here in our second contest on prelims. Lee Rogers in with a tough nut. Eric Lopez. This place will be packed later on. Josh Kelly looking to become IBF Super Welterweight champion. What will Josh Kelly be doing now? A few hours. Well, he won't be here, probably. That's the truth. But I mean, you know, it's like this. This is the worst part, isn't it? Because you've got to make sure you've got to be focused, but also you can't get in your own head about things. Certainly for Josh Kelly, because there's issues in the past with him doing that, of course. So you know, it's just managing yourself, isn't it, more than anything else? You know, you're fit, you've done all the work, everything, you're ready for everything now. It's just this is the mental part, isn't it? Where you get yourself right. Desperate for that first round, when he. Both looking very good on the scales, both looking very confident. You're desperate for the first round, but you're also hoping it doesn't happen. Do you know what I mean? Yeah. Oh, no. Remember it though, Barry, didn't we? It's the biggest night of your life, isn't it? Do you know what I mean? This is what you started amateur boxing for, wasn't it? These big nights. Yeah, moving an awful lot here. Rogers, Barry on the back foot. Pressure from Lopez. He's getting really frustrated, the Mexican, but do we want to see Rogers just hold his feet a little bit more? Or? Well, maybe you do, but I mean, there's no need to. You know, he's winning the fight by a streak now. You guys got to take the fire a little bit out of the Lopez. So whether you pivot a little bit more rather than dance around, so you can fire back. been impressed though. The lead hand's been really, really good. Just switching out to southpaw. Not taking the bait there, Lopez. Good work. Nice little spin off. Could be a second phase of attack there. Nice left hook from Lopez. Just catching Rogers high. Just a reminder, he's only 22. Rogers, still plenty of maturing to do.
Oh, you know, he's a lovely little boxer, isn't he? Got plenty of ability. I mean, his vision's good. He knows when to throw the punch at the right time, for the most part, as well. And also, he has that acceleration and pace, which I always talk about, which sometimes sets you apart. I mean, it makes you really hard to read.
And he does have it, doesn't he? In abundant speed with the hands, the feet, the reactions. And as I say, look, he's in there with someone who's had 57 fights. He's a veteran. He knows how to unsettle these young prospects, as I say. Beating a 5-0 Belgium last time out, a good fighter. Aliyan. Oh, walks onto a lovely jab, good shot from Rogers. And you know, there could be the case where you say a nice sustained attack from Rogers. He could go again there after landing 3 shots, but then that would in some ways play into the hands of Lopez, who has the opportunity to land his own shot.
I think what he hasn't done, he hasn't been willing to trade with Lopez. I think that's the right move. Why would you need to? You bring the guy into the fight.
He's very, you know, very the power of it. You know what I mean? Yeah, you don't need to come with a big shot all the time. Just flick, bam. Let him be a little bit more rapid, okay? Yeah. Last run.
You don't need to do no fancy, no flash at all. When you're giving them different looks and you're a bit too loose, nice basic boxing. Snap it, get him behind that stiff jab.
Yeah, drop your feet and then get a bite, then gun.
Yeah.
But as soon as you drop your feet, then like that.
Nice,
that's when you can.
Nice, solid, busy jabs, little steps, and box with low legs and a tight guard. Yeah. All you need to do. Low legs, tight guard, be nice and busy, off the jab, little steps, take a little step round and put to his
Corners, 10 seconds.
No risk.
Corners. Seconds out, 6th and final round.
Into the final round we go. Lee Rogers, Eric Lopez. Box nicely, Rogers. Moving fluently on the back foot. Showing some nice, flashy, classy combinations in there with, and I'll say it again, echo what you said, a guy that's, yes, lost 34 times, but only stopped the once. Has a 60% knockout ratio, 12 stoppages inside the distance from his 20 wins. So he hasn't, as you say, taken any silly risks, Rogers.
No, because there's elements of danger, isn't there, with Lopez? You know, the way he throws that left hook, certainly he dips low with it, but he comes back. But with that, he uses the power of his legs to get the speed and the weight into the shot. So that's a danger punch. That whipping right hand over the top is hard to defend against at times. So you can't let him get too close. So that's why having good legs work for you. People might not like watching it at home or sometimes say that he's running, but he's not, because he's doing the work in between the movement.
And do you know what? I don't mind this matchmaking at all. You know, it's a tough fight in the sense you're in there with someone that's had the 57 fights, has the bit of power there. There's always that thought that you could get caught with something, so you kept on your toes. You'll be learning an awful lot from an experienced fighter. So,
and it forces you, Darren, to concentrate for almost 3 minutes. You know, it's impossible to do, but you've got to use your brain all the time. You know, how many fighters have we seen at high level switch off and get knocked out?
Yeah. And look, and there's journeymen as well that are in there to survive, and they're not really bothered about winning, but Lopez he wants to win, the corner wanting to win.
I think so. I think if you give him an opportunity, he makes it a hard night for you. And I just think the movement, the IQ, and certainly the combinations when he lets him go of Rogers have kept him in the lead from the first bell. And I think he's boxed really smart, really clever, and I've enjoyed watching it.
Another one as well, mentioned it earlier, sold plenty of tickets for this evening. We go into the final minute here of the last round, 6th rounder in the super bantamweight division. Again, just doing the right thing, moving. Could easily get frustrated watching Rogers, but I feel just 22-year-old, you're in there with someone that can whack just win the fight, do the right thing. Nice short right hook inside there from Rogers.
Yeah, good shot there, because there was 2 punches coming from Lopez, and he found the gap through the middle there, Rogers. Okay, he's picked some lovely shots, haven't he?
Got to give credit to Lopez as well. He's tried, hasn't he? He's looked to land that overhand right, the left hook. Lovely jab, sharp jab from Rogers.
Oh, lovely, fantastic.
Yeah, just looking to hold his feet here as he sends Lopez tiring. 3 shots and he's holding his feet. Good victory that for Lee Rogers. Lopez will be there again, I'm sure. Looking to probably have 18 fights in 2026 as opposed to the 17 that he had last year.
See, the last time I saw Rogers box, he sort of dictated the pace from the centre of the ring. So even though he was moving, he was pushing the guy back with combinations, and he was brilliant to watch. Tonight, he's had to go on, do it on the move a little bit, but he's always found a way through all this movement here to find himself in the centre of the ring with the biggest part of the ring to his back, which you always want before he does his work. And I think, for me, I think he's a really, really good fighter. He's good to watch, and put him up against the right opponent, and he's going to be in fantastic fights with some fantastic results.
Yeah, I totally agree with you there, and I think, you know, he's got a very good style which, with maturity and experience, will really develop nicely. But David's ready, so let's hand back over to him.
Ladies and gentlemen, after 6 rounds of boxing here at Newcastle, we go to referee Neil Close's scorecard. It reads 60-54 for your winner. He's still undefeated, Leroy the Pocket Rocket Rogers.
Yep, Lee Rogers moves to 7-0. A very important win for him as he moves into bigger and better fights. And just a reminder tonight, Josh Kelly dares to be great, to become the IBF Super Welterweight Champion as he takes on the tough Bakhram Murtazaliev.
Josh Kelly can win that fight, but he's up against a monster. No one wants to fight him.
High stakes for huge reward. Versatile and fast, class from different angles. He's looking electric, the monstrous puncher. Powerful head and body. And these punches rain in and he's got no answer.
Incredible fight.
Class from Kelly, but it's spiked tonight as well.
This is one of the top world championship fights in many years.
Oh, what a main event we have for you live on DAZN from 7 p.m. And we are ready for our third fight on Prelims. It's the debut of the former amateur star Kieran McDonald. So let's hand back over to David.
Ladies and gentlemen, the action continues with a 4-round bantamweight contest set to make his ring walk. Please welcome the veteran Lithuanian Marius Vishnauskis.
And here is Marius Vishnauskis, the 39-year-old Lithuanian. They actually boxed, did Vishnauskis and Kieran McDonald back in 2021 in Lithuania as amateurs. McDonald winning that one on points. Tell you what, this man, although has a losing record, he comes to fight.
And now entering the arena for the very first time as a professional from Sunderland, please welcome Kieran McDonald.
And here is Sunderland's former amateur star, Kieran McDonald. Two-time European medalist, 2022 Commonwealth Games silver medalist. Trained by former world champion and legend Anthony Crolla, who has high hopes for the young man from Sunderland. The debut of Kieran McDonald.
Ladies and gentlemen, from Newcastle, England, live on DAZN, we are set to go with our next bout of the evening, and it's all being brought to you courtesy of Mr. Eddie Hearn of Matchroom Boxing. Introducing your third man in the ring at the sound of the bell, from Middlesbrough, scoring referee Dean Wilson. And now, ladies and gentlemen, 4 rounds of boxing scheduled in the bantamweight division. Introducing first, fighting out of the red corner, he wears black with red lettering. He's scaled 8 stone, 4 pounds, 14 ounces. This 30-fight veteran hails from Panevėžys, Lithuania. Please welcome Mariusz Wisniewskis. And his opponent across the ring, fighting out of the blue corner. He wears white with red and gold. This southpaw Mackham scaled 8 stone, 5 pounds, 11 ounces. Tonight, he makes his much anticipated professional debut, fighting out of Sunderland, Kieran McDonald.
Kieran. Watch your low blows, watch the punch on the back of the head, keep it clean, protect yourselves at all times and listen to my commands at all times. Touch them up, let's do it, back to your corner.
Well, 4 frees here in our third fight on prelims. It's the debut of 2-time European Games medalist Kieran McDonald, and with a former opponent of his, Mariusz Wisniewskis.
Seconds out, round 1.
Yeah, and he was talking about how disappointed he was, McDonald, although his career very, very good as an amateur. He missed out on the Paris Games, and looking to right that wrong and get his pro career, Barry, off to a really good start.
Yeah, and it's always exciting when you get a real top-class amateur turnover. Just, are they going to be able to transfer what they did in the amateurs in the pro game? And if they do, how good will they actually be? Because he has all the talent, technically and physically, to go all the way.
Oh, nice left hook from McDonald, starting off nicely here. Real intent. Doesn't have to go looking for Wisniewskis. Got a nice high guard, but he's creeping forward and walking onto these sharp shots from McDonald.
Oh, it's a lovely right hook there from McDonald. Wisniewskis has felt that as well. Just see the legs, just a little bit unsteady. I tell you what's really impressive, he's got some body shots in, McDonald. Wisniewskis is so short, those gloves and those shorts are so high, aren't they?
You can't see his belly button, that's for sure, so they are up high, and he keeps those elbows tucked in, but yeah, as you say, yeah, again there, just finding a home for that right hook. Lovely shot round that left elbow of Wisniewskis. Really positive start this from McDonald. As I say, trained by Anthony Crolla. He's really excited about his charge. He's got a great future in front of him, as I say. 2-time medalist in the Europeans. He won the 2024 World Boxing Cup. That silver medal in the Birmingham Games. You was there, I'm sure you would have seen him.
Yeah, I saw him, yeah, he was really good. Yeah, he beat the Welsh kid to get to the final. Yeah, I booed him all the way through the final.
Yeah, you can see there the class oozing from McDonald.
And how relaxed is he as well? You know, it's his debut here. He's just nice and controlled, isn't he? Not trying to get too flash, not doing nothing too silly.
Oh, this is really good work.
And the step back as well, see that?
And he didn't exaggerate it, did he, Barry? Just half a step back and he let the shots go. Good movement, side to side. And he's enjoying this.
He actually, I know he got a shorter guy who maybe afforded more time to do it, but he took a step back and paused for a second to have a look and then let his hands go.
That's impeccable timing, isn't it? Managing your distance like that as well. So important. He's just getting peppered here and caught with every counter is Wisniewski's. Tucking up well, but again, those body shots landing. Nice little right hook, then a skip round the target. Looking for that left counter. Good work, this Barry.
He's boxing really well. And again, you know, he has got a massive height and reach advantage, so you know, he's allowed more time to do his work than maybe a guy who's a bit taller, but still, in your debut to be so controlled and not rush, especially if you've got to target the hit. Look at that. Lovely work.
He's hurt there. That was a nice chopping right hook. I'm not sure if McDonald noticed that, but a very good opening round on the debut for McDonald.
Great clearance. Listen, just keep that pace. If he's going to stay here for 4 rounds and say that, every credit to him, you look very good. Just keep doing what you're doing. Stay switched on once we've through our shots, yeah? So I know it's a little bit easy, we're hitting him a lot, just don't get complacent. I love it there when you're finding the home for that right hook under him, under his left elbow, yeah? That's there, yeah? Deep breaths. Shots up the middle, he's marking up already.
Lovely advice there, and you can see Weichel, look at this. Every punch he threw, he landed with pretty much. But again, just the patience, the control, how relaxed he was, not loading up with his shots, the little step back there, you know, making Wisniewski miss, and then certainly making him pay for it. Just controlling everything. I think he boxed fantastic in that first round.
Yeah, and that was right at the end of the round there, and that right hook certainly stunned Wisniewski.
Seconds out, round 2.
Into the second round we go, which was a very positive opening round for the debutants. In there was someone, as I say, Marius Wisniewski, who he beat in the amateurs back in 2021, but this is a completely different fighter in McDonald. Although he's got losing records, only 3 victories, 27 defeats. He's represented Lithuania in the amateurs. The only 2 to stop him as a pro, Scott Allen and Liverpool's British super flyweight champ Brandon Daord. Usually tough, usually game, but he's in deep here. That's another lovely counter left, Barry.
Yeah, McDonald timing it lovely there, a little half a lean back. He left that left hand go.
Varies up the shots, he varies up the power as well of the shots. Look at that again. We talk about that little step back. He just doesn't exaggerate, does he? He's always there to land the shot.
And it's impressive he got the range on that shot. He's got the range, got the room to throw the shot, I should say. He looked too close to the target, but again, a little step back.
Class that as well, wasn't it? A nice jab upstairs, and he stabs in that left hand into the chest of Wisniewski. Look at the composure as well. Real maturity shown, Barry.
Yeah, he's just waiting for Wisniewski to make a mistake here, isn't he? That's all he's doing. Lovely movement. Didn't quite come off. A really good idea there, little pivot.
He just stepped perhaps maybe a little bit too much to the side as opposed to getting closer to the target, but still the right idea from McDonald. He looks for that left uppercut. Oh, again, a thudding, sickening right to the body from McDonald. He's really enjoying this, Barry, isn't he?
Yeah, he's just trying to force his opponent to throw a shot, isn't he, so he can just unload with a combination.
Changing the levels of the shot, right hand from the Wisniewski.
See, he wants Wisniewski to come forward and throw, but he's not. So he's trying to set him up, but he's still doing the work in between that.
Anthony Crowley, can hear him very vocal in the corner, applauding the work of his man, Kieran McDonald. Sort of step to the right as he threw that jab, then followed it with a left again. Tucking up nicely, Wisniewski, but it's all one-way traffic.
I don't know what happened if he burst into a combination here, McDonald.
Yeah, a little change of pace. Certainly stunned Wisniewski with a couple of those left hooks. McDonald, how would he respond to a flurry of shots? Again, nice work, tucks up well Wisniewski, but that right hook just creeps round the side of that left glove.
When you've got a guy with hands high like this, the screw shot, oh, good shot. The screw shot opens up that tight defence.
Big, he looks solid and pushing Wisniewski's back onto the ropes. Another very good round, which I'm sure Anthony Kroll, a former world champion, will be thrilled with.
Păi de ce nu numără? Este școală de miră, tu se prende școală de bine distanță, este doar tu e muște. Păi de ce nu, doar mă dede, că tu tine, și popădică, nu crede să să tot protocol, că și să tine să stic.
Feel comfortable with what's coming back. I know you've not really been in, but yeah. Listen, keep the shoulders rocking because the uppercuts will come off.
It's a lovely right hand. Left hand, sorry, from the southpaw stance, finishing the right hook to the body there, McDonald. Again, there's just been no respite for his opponent. At every angle he has him in trouble.
Seconds out, round 3.
Third round we go of this 4-rounder. The debut of Kieran McDonald, former amateur star, in with a former opponent of his in the amateur, as I say, Marios Wisnauskas. But it has been all the class from the man from Sunderland, not letting Wisnauskas off the hook in this third round. Good pressure, Barry, with the feet.
Just start doubling up that jab now, pushing it back with that. You've got the reach and the length. And again, you are still in the space. And make you feel a little bit more before you get close now.
You're dreaming of this, wasn't he? From the moment it was announced, your debut, you only get one. Again, another local lad that sold bundles of tickets. It's the composure, amongst other attributes, that's really impressed me this evening. Fractions with the fence.
Yeah, but it's good concentration, and that's what it is. Again, we talked about it in a fight earlier about keeping your concentration in these fights. Certain fights are made to get that muscle memory of always being able to never switch off. And he doesn't need it. Of course, he boxed at the highest level of an amateur. That would have helped him dramatically. But
A bit of blood from the nose, sorry, Barry, of Kieran McDonald. I don't know if he's accidentally caught himself in the nose, because I'm not seeing much land from Wisnauskas. As I say that, he lands a nice right hand.
I think with Wisnauskas, you have to create the gaps. He's so waiting for you to land a shot, let your hands go. I think you've got to start forcing the gaps open.
And then there's always the option of, as you said, I think in the second round, let's change your pace, see how you react to a flurry of shots. That's a nice left hand, just rocking the head back with Wisnauskas.
Good work.
That was shades of Anthony Crolla there, wasn't it? Tapping upstairs, dropping to the body. Where you like to see a few more feints. You're trying to draw out the lead. Gumshield just dislodged from Wisnauskas. Referee just keeping it in his hand, because this is good work from McDonald. This is a slight change of pace, isn't it, Barry? Nice left hand.
Good body shot as well there from McDonald. Referee waiting for the law in action so he can put the Gumshield back in, but McDonald not allowing that.
He's not loading up with a shot, but he's keeping the shot pumping out. And he looks tired. And there you go, just slight break in the action there, and the Gumshield allowed to be put back in the mouth of Marios Wisnauskas, who is well and truly under the cosh here.
Yeah, you got all the right instincts, haven't you, McDonald? And as soon as that Gumshield went out, he jumped on him, didn't he, straight away?
He didn't load up with the work, Barry, and another really good round for Kieran McDonald.
You look very well, mate. What? No, you look very well. Good, yeah. Good. Yeah? Take it. Keep it coming.
Relax.
Yeah? Listen. You look fantastic. Great. Listen, do you know...
Again, it's making Wisnauskas miss with ease. There, that nice long left hand. And there's that right hook, that's what knocked the Gumshield out. And as soon as it was out, he jumped right on him straight away. Let his hands go, didn't allow the referee to intervene to put the Gumshield back in. Just kept the pressure on, not loading up. A few light shots to open that defence and then try and whip a heavy shot down below. Another good round there from McDonald.
10 seconds.
Spit.
Corner.
Spit.
Seconds out, fourth and final round.
Yep, into the fourth round we go. And it's been a very good debut so far for Kieran McDonald. 3 rounds in the bank, 3 very good rounds, showing us an awful lot. As I say, one of the attributes I've really been impressed with is the composure from McDonald. Working really well to the body again, Barry.
Yeah, he's been really good all night. I think, you know, again, composure, hasn't rushed his work. But he's shown speed in his work and an urgency at times when he's...
There's a right hook there, drops Wisniewski's. It was a lovely counter. Right hand from the man from Sunderland. And he felt that one, Wisniewski's. A shake of the head, but definitely stunned. Little smile from McDonald, who is looking to let these shots go. Nice left uppercut. Beautiful counter, that, Barry.
Yeah, it's a good shot. I do think it was more balanced than it hurt, to be fair, when he got... But it was a genuine punch that threw that hurt, that knocked him over, that's for sure. Looping right hand, left uppercut through the middle.
Really put the icing on the cake, wouldn't it, if he was to get a stoppage in this final round with what has already been a fantastic debut. Again, a lovely counter, right hook, followed by a left hand.
Good there, a little feint and then the whipping right hook over the top there. McDonald, good work.
He does it with such ease, doesn't he? Never have to force the work at all. And again, nice little left hook back from Wisniewski's, but classy counter punching from McDonald, who again looks for that left hand over the right hand of Wisniewski's. And he looks very, very troubled here, the Lithuanian.
Well, nothing keeps him safe. That's the thing. When he's trying to be aggressive, he's walking at the shot, as we see there. If he tries to be too defensive, McDonald walks him down and then lets a combination unload.
Yeah, nice, calm approach as he creeps forward from McDonald. Getting carried away here. Again, just demonstrating good variation, stabbing that left to the body. Nice little step back there again, looking for the left.
Shots, good left hand there from McDonald.
Clubbing left hook again. Credit to Wisniewski's, he's taken some heavy shots in the last couple of rounds here. Well, I tell you what, every debutant wants a stoppage in their first fight, no doubt about it. But if you're not going to get the stoppage, this is what you want. A fight like this where you dominate, you look very good, you show everybody what you're made of. You showed desire, he showed fight and spite. He's been value for money here, Kieran McDonald, who lands a lovely left hook right in the closing seconds of that 4th round. A very good outing, first outing in the pro ranks for Kieran McDonald, Barry.
Yeah, it was really impressive, it really was. I mean, the way he came out nice and calm, didn't rush his work, really controlled, let the punches go with confidence, as you would expect from a top-class amateur, and just really much controlled almost every exchange, every second of every round. I mean, he boxed really well, he boxed brilliant. I mean, Memphis just to try and be aggressive. He used his feet to find a bit of range to get those shots through the middle, landed some heavy shots. No, he got a knockdown as well to boot. Yeah, see, he taps with the right hook, and this is coming forward, he hits him with an uppercut. I do think it was a bit of a balance issue, but it was still a lovely combination there from McDonald. Again, and he has that right, I think he has that right intuition that when the gum shot came out in the round earlier, he jumped on him straight away. You can't teach that. So I thought it was really good.
Well, a shout out for Kieran McDonald. Let's throw it over to David.
Ladies and gentlemen, after 4 rounds of boxing here in Newcastle, we go to referee Dean Wilson's scorecard. It reads 40-35 for your winner, Kieran McDonald.
Yeah, moves to 1-0. As a professional, the former amateur star Kieran McDonald looked very, very good in getting that first victory. He'll be looking to get busy as soon as possible. And we look forward to watching him again. Josh Kelly up later in our main event against champion, IBF champ, Bakhram Murtazaliev. And later on, in the early hours of this morning, this cracker, live from New York, Madison Square Garden, 2 of the biggest names in world boxing, Teofimo Lopez versus Shakur Stevenson tonight, live on your global home of boxing, DAZN. Do not miss that one. Fantastic fight. Bragging rights between the two of them. Barry, who's your pick on that one?
I got Stevenson, but I can see loads of reasons why Lopez can catch him and hurt him and get the win, but I do think it's just his composure, his control and his discipline. I think we'll get him through.
Yeah, massive opportunity for both there, but Shakur Stevenson aiming to be a 4-weight world champion, but we're ready for this Northern Area title fight, so let's throw it back to David for our final night on prelims.
Ladies and gentlemen, we're set to go with a special lightweight title attraction. Now making his way to the ring, Robbie, the Showman Coleman.
Into this pressure, resistance, overcome yourself. And I don't think that you know about somebody.
And here is the Showman, Robbie Coleman, 28-year-old from Jarrow, here in Tyne Wear. 7 wins, no losses, 1 inside the distance. 2 fights last year. Beat Jack Price in September. He's a decent fighter, a capable fighter. A fighter full of ambition and desire. Been fired up all week. Eager to get into the ring. Smile on the face, another fighter here, local fighter that sold bundles of tickets. Big opportunity here. Northern Area lightweight title on the line.
And now entering the arena, Josh Blanca Blankiron.
And here is Josh Blankiron, greeted to a chorus of boos as he comes out with his entourage. 7 wins, no defeats, just the 1 draw that come last time out against Tony McGlynn in October in Dublin. But before that, it was a comfortable 7 victories. Looking to get back to winning ways and to capture his first title.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, from Newcastle, England, live on DAZN, we are set to go with a special lightweight title attraction. It's all being brought to you courtesy of Mr. Eddie Hearn of Matchroom Boxing. Introducing your 3rd man of the ring at the sound of the bell from Sunderland, scoring A-star referee, Mr. Ron Kearney. And now, ladies and gentlemen, 10 rounds of boxing scheduled for the Northern Area Lightweight Championship. Introducing first, fighting into the red corner, he wears navy with white trim. He scaled 9 stone, 8 pounds, 11 ounces. Professional record, perfect. 7 fights, 7 victories, with 1 win coming by way of knockout. He fights out of Jarrow, Robbie, the Showman Coleman. And his opponent across the ring, fighting out of the blue corner. He wears the colors of the tune, white and black. He is also undefeated in his campaign as a professional with a record of 7 victories, no defeats, 1 draw. He fights out of Newcastle, Josh Blankiron.
Okay, gentlemen, you've had your instructions in the changing room. You know what I expect. Keep it clean. Obey my commands at all times and protect yourself at all times. Touch gloves, come out boxing on the bell.
10 rounds in the lightweight division for the vacant Northern Area title between Josh Blenkiron, Blenka versus the showman, Robbie Coleman.
Round one.
So much on the line for both here, looking to capture their first title. This actually a trilogy between the pair. Both fought in the amateurs twice. Blenkiron getting the victory. But the showman, Coleman, saying this is a completely different affair. Really good fight this on paper, Barry, for the Northern Area title.
Yeah, it is, and evenly matched, because their styles are they're not the same, they're similar enough, aren't they? You know what I mean? They both like reactive with the jab. The punch, they both punch nice and straight and neat down the middle as well. Good there from Coleman. I thought he was going to be the aggressor tonight.
And it is the showman on the front foot, forced the pace and push back Blenkiron. As I say, was greeted by a few boos from the fans of Coleman. Falling short of 1-2 there. Needs to bring those feet in with the shots. Nice counter right hand, Barry, from Blenkiron.
Yeah, it's good uppercut there as well. Just getting a bit too far over the front foot there, Coleman. That's allowing Blenkiron just to let his hands go a little bit freely. Again there,
so heat up already in this opening round. First half of the round.
It's the right idea from Coleman, but the feet are too wide, the back foot's staying too far. So when he's moving forward, you got to bring that back foot with him. Just affecting his balance.
So they both fought in the amateurs. He actually lost Big Coleman to British lightweight champion Louis Doherty in the 2022 ABA semi-finals. That split decision, and we've seen Doherty move on and look very good in the pro ranks. Nice work from both. Aggression coming forward from Coleman, but some nice sharp counter punching from Blenkiron. On the back foot, as you say, Barry lands a nice jab.
Yeah, in and out with the feet as well there. That's a little bit of the difference here in a minute.
Very vocal at yesterday's weigh-in.
Better there from Coleman. He didn't double jab it, he feinted the jab. Good right hand again.
A nice left to the body from Coleman. Nice, Barry. This is what you want to see in an area title fight. Both desperate to get their hands on their first bet of silverware.
He just tips the legs down again, Blenkiron, and then he throws that jab on an upward trajectory. Just knocks the head back of Coleman.
Good work from Blenkiron, but good work back from Coleman. Stabbing right to the body, but then a counter jab from Blenkiron. You go, I go. Ebbed and flowed in this opening round. Good work from both. Raise of that right fist from Blenkiron. Feels he done enough in that opening round.
Sharp your jab. When you might miss, count out. Might miss, count out. Hands back either, just work and move your feet. Is that what now? Yeah? Nice and sharp. Let go soft from the hand over the top. Yeah, it's certainly quite deal with something.
Didn't waste any time, did they, Barry?
Lovely start, wasn't it? Really, really good. And what we expected, we thought the styles were similar enough to clash to make it really competitive, and it was. And Coleman was going to have to be the aggressor. He's going to have to be the aggressor throughout the fight, you feel. But just needs to bring that back foot in to make it more effective, and certainly for Blenkiron. Some of the counters were really fast. The jab was lovely for him, and I think that probably gave him the edge there in that first round.
Round two.
Second round we go. This 10-rounder, as we've pointed out a couple of times, for the Northern Area lightweight title. 2 unbeaten fighters in there. Both have 7 victories, no defeats, just the 1 draw. And that was last time out for Josh Blenkiron in Dublin. Safe to say, I think we've got the pattern already of this contest. Coleman is going to be the man trying to force the pace on the front foot. It's going to be down to Blenkiron to fire back with a sharp counters.
The firing back is the best thing you see, because it's not like Coleman gets to the target, sometimes he lands with a good shot. It's what he does after the punch. He either holds his feet or puts his hands on by his shoulders and allows Blenkiron to do this, fire back with combinations.
Although he looks very comfortable in doing so, Blenkiron. He forced the move quite a lot already. Just the second round, this a 10-rounder, as I say. Champion, certainly the English champion in this division. Giorgio Vizioli looked very good last time out, didn't he? Good shot. Doherty, the British champion, and these two will have aspirations to climb up the rankings, and winning this area title will do just that.
It's a smart approach here from Coleman. He's still getting caught from Blenkiron, but it's still a smarter, more measured approach.
That was nice a moment ago. He fainted upstairs and took the footwork in and stabbed the jab to the body. And it is exactly what you say, it's what you do after the work. It's okay landing the shot, but you don't want to throw it all away by then getting countered. So defence, so important for both. I know their eager and desire to capture this title, but you've got to stay defensively sound, keep your shape.
Nice little right hand to the body there from Coleman. Maybe just need to come up with the left hook, maybe. Nice one too there from Blenkiron again.
Yeah, that was sharp, wasn't it? Good counter. Punching on the back foot there from Blenkiron, who looked very comfortable with doing so. As I say, he's being forced to move a lot, but doesn't seem to be fazed by it at all.
No, and he moves in and out with his feet quite well, doesn't he?
Lands a nice jab there, but this is good work back from the showman. Coleman finishing with a left to the body, then throwing it again there, just slipping to his left-hand side.
Oh, another good body shot there from Coleman. And a good jab just before that.
They're well matched, aren't they?
Yeah, really well matched. Oh, nice one too there from Blenkiron.
Coleman just looking to stab that jab into the chest, and back comes Blenkiron, nicknamed Blenker. And he's enjoyed these first couple of rounds, little dance as he goes back to that blue corner.
Okay, start breathing. Start breathing. Turn out to me.
Josh, show me inside. Did you start letting your hands go a little bit more? Because you were in the exchange on the inside, anyhow. So a little bit busy with it. Right over? Yeah, move your feet, but we're just being inside, you let them down. We'll just let them flurry 3 punches after his second shot. Put on the inside, he's trying to drop back, he's grabbing a knee. So just get a little bit busy on the inside, come on.
Well, he's enjoying this more than us, Barry.
He really is. He's put under some good pressure, especially the second half of that round there from Coleman. Was able to close the gap, get those body shots into play. But again, when they exchange those 1-2s from Blenkiron are really impressive and notable.
Seconds out, round 3.
Yeah, both fighter and team happy with Blenkiron's work. So what though, the showman Coleman is well in this though. Previous forward landing, very good shots of his own. I'm sure he'll be happy enough as well with the first 2 rounds.
I think they won't be happy with the first, I don't think. I think with the second round they'll be happy. I think they made a few adjustments that made them a little bit more effective.
But he does the right thing there, Coleman. Instead of missing with a shot with that lead hand upstairs, he just stabs it into the chest, the body.
Yeah.
With Blenkiron, as he does with the right hand there. Like to see him work back upstairs afterwards again. Lovely counter boxing on the back foot, finishing with that left hand. Blenkiron.
Just a bit smooth, and even lets the punches go in 3s there. Blenkiron.
There just seems to be a tad better speed from Blenkiron, and he's not loading up the shots, is he? Looking for that right hand over the jab, Coleman. First time we've really seen Blenkiron just hold his feet. Nice 1-2 rolling under the left hand of Coleman. struggling to land cleanly in the first minute and a half of this third round, Coleman.
Yeah, but some of that work there at Blenheim, it was a bit scrappy there, and Coleman just didn't really capitalise on it. Some blood here on the forehead of Coleman. Can't see where it's coming from, but
it's like it's just above the left eyebrow. Doesn't look like a bad cut at all here. Again, nice boxing on the back foot from Blenheim. Listen with the two headshots there, just screwed it right up and back through, but back comes Coleman. Good work. Both missing there with a rear hand. Oh, good 1-2 though. Finishes with the left hand. Does Josh Blenka. Blenheim, good work. 30 seconds to go in this third round. It's been a good round.
Oh, lovely. When he feels that 1-2 down the line there, Blenheim, it's just a lovely little combination, but this is good. Response here from Coleman.
Yeah, that was good. He finished the combination with the left hook, took a little step, then through the right hook, but back comes Blenheim, just spinning his man round the ropes, firing back with the counters. Really, really good contest, as we say. Well matched between the two of them. Almost identical records. Desperate to get their hands on their first piece of silverware. The vacant Northern Area lightweight title. And again,
what a busy round that was.
Yeah, it was really, really busy. Lots of work. And do you think that's a desire, almost a desperation to win your first title?
I think you're in the moment, aren't you? Just looking to fire back. You don't want to give the guy any advantage in the combination.
Outside line, get your back foot on the outside line, yeah? If he fucking moves out there, just get over, man. Put your back foot on the outside line, now jab head, jab body, and put the right hand out, back out.
Well, would you have any idea in which fight you threw more shots? Because I'll tell you with mine was the first time I fought for a title. I threw nearly 1,000 shots, and that was through just pure desire.
I threw over 1,000 shots.
Yeah,
but I mean, they were so light they didn't. Most of them didn't compute. Yeah, right, yeah. The Pitter Patter King, they called me.
Seconds out, round 4.
Yeah, fourth round, we go, 10-rounder for this area title, and it's been a really good 3 rounds. Blenheim boxing nicely on the back foot, lots of intent though on the front foot from Coleman, just telegraphing the shots and struggled to land cleanly in that third round, but that's better work. More shots to the body there.
I mean, especially in a 10-round fight where the pace is being boxed at, fatigue's going to play his part, isn't it? So, you know, even though I think Coleman's not winning the fight at the minute, but I might be wrong, but that's why I see it. If he can just make Blenheim work really hard, will that take an effect? Because it's not throwing the punches, it's being forced to throw the punches. That's what takes it out to you, because it's your breathing's different. You're forced to, you're not setting yourself to throw the shots.
Some of the work to the body though from the showman Coleman in this fourth round, been impressive, and down the stretch they can take their toll. As a moment ago he slipped inside the jab of Blenheim and threw a lovely left to the body. Good 1-2, just a bit sharper in this fourth round.
Oh, nice response there, they made him miss there, and landed a good shot there, Blenheim.
Follows it up with a nice right uppercut.
Good shot again there from Blenheim, lovely right hand.
Nice right hand from both there. Bit more aggression, I feel, on the front foot from Coleman, but at times that has played into the hands of Blenheim. But I think this is a better response from Coleman in this fourth round. 1-2 landed on the glove, and he throws that left to the body. Coleman.
She's got to be careful, he has got to push the pace, but over-forcing the pace will lead to mistakes, and then all the good work you've done in the first half of the round will get negated if you're getting caught after you land the shot, you know, with a couple of shots here from Blenheim, and he'll nick the round off you.
Yeah, and you feel like sometimes that's your will to win kicking in, and sometimes you completely forget the game plan. I don't mind that, but with experience, you'd expect to see a bit more tidier work. Good defensive skills from Coleman there. Some damage to the face of Coleman. He's got that nick above the left eye. She's swelling under the right eye.
Hence that rubbing close there as well.
Nice right hook from Blenkiron.
Just tried to chop down on the right hand there, Blenkiron. I think it was blocked there by Coleman.
Yeah, creeping forward again, Coleman. Been a bit more purposeful in this fourth round with that movement coming forward. Oh, nice counter right hand.
Got straight back by left hand by Blenkiron.
Really, really good fight here. Final fight for this area title on prelims before we cross over at 7 p.m. for a cracking card of world title action. But this, Josh Blenkiron and Robbie Coleman, world title fight this.
Especially on the in-range. Right on, just let them go and then you can move your feet. Yeah? Keep that. That backhand there as well, all the time, you know. Especially off the jab down. Chop that backhand to the top, you're not going to miss that shot. And then you can go with a third shot. He's timing here. Hey, look, you're not here.
Lovely body shot there from Coleman. And then automatically a lovely response there back from Blenkiron, who's making Coleman work hard here, but I think Coleman might have done enough to maybe nick around there for me. But again, so evenly matched and such a tough, hard fight this is.
Seconds out, round 5.
Fifth round, we go. And it has really been a really good 4 rounds that we've seen previous. Well matched, as we say, contrasting styles. As you said, Barry, actually quite similar, but one looking to be the aggressor, one looking to be on the back foot. They're both fairly tall, they've got nice stance, both throw their shots similar. That's a nice slip inside the jab again from Coleman, throwing that left to the body. So he's come out the traps in this 5th round, Coleman. Just telegraphing that right hand and walking onto a counter jab, Barry.
Yeah, ran a little bit low there, but Blenkiron didn't want, he just threw back.
Almost as if he's come out this 5th round. Right, I've had my warm-up and I'm going to get to work. Really, really busy Coleman here. Don't get me wrong, he is walking on to the odd shot from Blenkiron. It is a huge opportunity for both here to capture their first title, but the winner, you always feel, stays on, and if Josh Kelly wants to get the win here, they'll feature, you'd feel, with the tickets they've sold on the next show. So a lot of pressure, a pot of gold, more way than one for the winner here.
Yeah, so much benefits there. Well, just keep winning, that's the important bit. Titles will come and opportunities, but sure, yeah, if it's going to be building something in the Northeast, you want to be on the ground floor.
Just looking around here at the Utility Arena, lots and lots of people taking their seats already. Looking loud in here this evening. Oh, good 1-2. And another right hand from Blenkiron, Barry.
See, and that's what you remember. He did one earlier in the round as well, that stands in your memory.
Slightly quicker of the two, I feel, Blenkiron. Not scrappy there.
Yeah, not quite getting the accuracy here at the minute, is he, Coleman? That's better though, nice little left hook.
Just looking to hold his feet a little bit more, Blenkiron. Do you feel he wants to be doing that, or is he being forced to do that?
I think he's being forced, I think, to be honest, yeah. It's been 4 hard rounds, and it's just 5th one is a little bit slower than the others, isn't it?
That's usually a sign that you're not so much being in the pace, but you're slightly tense. You see him just shaking out his arms there, Blenkiron. Nice jab, though. Second half of the round, Barry. You've seen them both struggle with the accuracy slightly. Yeah. He's telegraphing the shots. Missing a fair bit.
Fucking listen right now. I've told you, double jab jab backhand. Feed him before he goes, right? He's on his arse, man. He hasn't got the round, right? He's doing this and just bouncing about after. Get into him in the second phase, man. What are you doing, yeah? Double jab backhand, yeah? He's good, mate. You can get him out there, yeah? But you're going to have to double his feet up there. Where's his double jab backhand? Where's the double jab going?
Well, you can understand the colourful language there in the corner. We apologise for that, but an awful lot on the line for both here as we see some of the action of that round, Barry.
Yeah, I mean, still a good action-packed round, but a slower pace there. I think they both be feeling, you know, the pace of the first 4 rounds for sure. Certainly Coleman really had to push the pace, trying to make Blenkiron work hard. I mean, but he has to maintain it. That's what the corner's shown with him. If the pace slows down, it suits the guy who's a bit more fluent with the better feet, and that certainly is Blenkiron.
Second half of the fight we go, and it's been an intriguing battle between two well-matched fighters. Very competitive rounds, all of them. Nice jab to the body from Coleman to start this 6th round. Again upstairs there.
That's better. It's a little dip and a roll. Some of the gaps you throw the punches, so you're not a target to be hit.
Actually has a fight. Last time I looked on BoxRec, Blenkiron, he has a fight lined up in March against Reece Mould.
It's a hard fight.
It is a hard fight. Reece Mould, a very, very good fighter. We might get into that one. Being the area champion.
Good shot.
Again, you start to see a little bit more swelling around the eyes of Coleman. Blood in the side of the head. I don't know if that's coming from a cut or...
Yeah, I think so.
Yeah.
Oh, good feet there from Blenkiron. Lovely bit of work.
Yeah, that was a nice little skip to the left-hand side from Blenkiron. Still has a spring in his step, although on occasions just plants those feet a little bit more, and it lands a nice 1-2 there. Just taking the sting out of the shot. Coleman, who fires back with 2 shots of his own. But he's telegraphed in these shots, Coleman. It's just allowing Blenkiron to land lovely counters as he does there. More variation in not just the shots that he's letting go, but in defence as well. Good footwork from Blenkiron.
Yeah, I think he's just feeling the pace a bit here, Coleman. Even though he's trying to force it, just a little bit more readable than he was before. That's better.
A real snap has left the shots of Coleman. Oh, good shot back from Blenkiron again. You can't fault this intent of pressure from Coleman. Desperate to really get a foothold in this contest.
It's just a little bit too scrappy, isn't it, to be clean? It's a lovely 1-2 there from Blenkiron again. Another sign of getting tired there with Coleman starting to get in defence.
Yeah, they don't help your tank levels, do they, when you're missing with big shots? And again, they're missing with the left hook. Blood coming out the nose. There's a cut on the bridge of the nose now of Coleman, who lands a lovely right hand. Just missing with the second one there. This one turning into a bloody mess. Certainly for Coleman.
It's a good round here for Blenkiron, isn't it? Really good round.
Yeah, again, very competitive, but the cleaner work has come from Josh Blenkiron.
That's what you know. Just a talk down for the Kings, mate. 1-8 folks, right, or when you're letting them rest by enough phone, aye? Come on, talk on for these Kings, mate. Finish every time we're attacked. Every single time now, come on.
What a fight, Barry, this for the area title.
It is, but he's at that stage now, Coleman, when he needs that second wind to kick in. Otherwise, he's going to be in trouble because he has to come forward. That's the way he's been fighting. That's the way the only way he can possibly win the fight, you would feel. But coming forward when you're a bit slower and tireder and he's attacking the hit, it's just going to be in trouble.
Clean you in a lot now, get tired. Bring him up the middle into that. Won't be waiting. Won't be turning my door. Come on, mate. Okay?
No, 10 seconds.
Dig it.
Come on.
And come on. Let's go. Come on, John.
Seconds out. Round 7.
4 to go here in the lightweight division. Josh Blenkiron boxing nicely on the back foot. Smoother rhythm has really shown. But as I say, competitive rounds. The showman Coleman really forced the pace of this contest, but you can see the marks of war all over the face. Touching the bridge of the nose, swelling to the left eye, blood above the right eye. Kept his shape better, hasn't he, Blenkiron?
Yeah, he's just been a bit of a sharper with the punches, hasn't he? But not always, but certainly as the rounds have progressed, I feel. So a little bit more energy in his tank. Can't do his laces up, though.
That's something that you have a problem doing. I'm always helping Barry Jones tie his laces on the golf course. Becoming quite tiring. I'm going to have to get some of them Velcro, you know, the Velcro ones. They do Velcro.
Yeah, an absolute idiot. Unbelievable. I hope it comes across on TV how much of an idiot you actually are.
I don't think I've ever not been an idiot.
No, but I hope it comes, I hope people realise. That's what I'm trying to say.
You love me though, Barry, didn't you?
No, with all my heart, mate.
Back to this one. Oh, his shot left hook from Blenkiron there. He felt that, Coleman felt that for a second. I think it was him just trying to get out of the range, but it was a lovely shot. And again, he's just taking the power out of the shots, Blenkiron, but he's really been accurate with what he has thrown. As I say that, he misses with the left hook, but good defence from Coleman. This is what you want to see, Barry. You know, an area title, conjuring up this kind of action is what it's all about.
And they quite often do, I've got to be honest, but these two are really setting the bar high for tonight. Look at the commitment there from Blenkiron, not allowing Coleman to get a slight foothold. Coleman looks absolutely knackered, but still coming forward and throwing punches. That's all you can ask for your fighter. Yeah. Just keep trying.
Look at it. This is brilliant from both. Blenkiron looking to hold his feet now. Coleman pushing off his man. Neither want their opponent to get the edge when it comes to shots landing or shots thrown. You go, I go. Brilliant fight. We've seen some good fights on before the bell, the prelims, and this right up there. Really, really good action.
The body shot there from Coleman.
Yeah, it seemed like he felt one of those, didn't it?
Right through the middle.
Look at the face of Coleman. It really is a bloody mess. Blenkiron looking to come in with a jab and a bolo shot. Oh, nice right uppercut from Blenkiron.
And then the last shot, when you're tired, those uppercuts, they really just break your heart, don't they?
Yeah, and they shock you to your soles of your feet, those uppercuts. Gun shot out. And Coleman leaning back in that neutral corner. Blenkiron saluting the crowd. Tongue out. Straight into Coleman. 10 seconds. Well, it's not, it's 40 seconds actually. I heard the clapper there, but there's 40 seconds on the clock. That was 10 seconds.
Let me explain how it works, Dan, right?
Right, count for me. Oh, yeah, as we say, competitive, Barry, but Blenkiron well ahead.
Yeah, I think I got him ahead, so I think it's all on the tie of the fight to really pull these last 3 rounds out of the bag.
Brilliant action there with that left hook. He did feel that, Coleman.
Yeah, he did, but he's been so tough tonight. Heads clashing throughout the night, to be honest. That's been a theme, but the real theme as well has just been the ability to throw a little bit more smoothness. I think that's been Blenkiron's sort of superpower in this fight. This is the corner there, the Coleman, the radical. Listen, you just got to leave those rounds out there. You've got to give all you've got. They need those last 3 rounds, and they do.
Yeah, kitchen sink time this, perhaps, for the showman, Coleman. Both exchanging jabs in this 9th round. Brilliant, it really has. 2 very good fighters, capable fighters, well matched. Credit to this title. also, a fight like this, just showing the importance of having a good camp, having a good engine, making sure you do the weight correctly.
Yeah.
Every possible percentage, centimetre, millimetre is so important in fights like these.
Let's go from Brent right there. Just a little lean back using the ropes there to help evade that left hook there from Coleman. I mean, the desire from Coleman's A1, isn't it? You can't fault it. No, not at all.
And that's what you want to see. You don't want to leave the ring, do you, Barry, with any regrets, and neither, regardless of the result, can have that.
There's no, you can always do things better, technically, or, I mean, lack of effort is always unforgivable, isn't it? If that's what it takes.
Certainly something that these two have not done. They have left it all in this ring this evening, and still a round and a half to go. Not that you need reminder, but anyway, this for the Northern Area Lightweight title. A real platform to push on, but again, more importantly, their first bit of silverware. The opportunity to, whatever happens, moving forward in your career, you won something. You were the champion of somewhere.
Ooh, just missed for that right hand there. Blenkiron.
Yeah, both missing a lot, but just the desire shining through. Good pressure again, just curling Blenkiron into a ball there as he's on the ropes. Just missing the left to the body, and back comes Blenkiron with a nice jab. That did throw me, actually. We are actually in round 8, but the clock there saying round 9. I did think we missed a round there, which I'm glad, because I've enjoyed this. Been very, very, very good contest, this.
Oh, good shot there from Blenkiron again. Right hand. It's just sheer effort now from Coleman.
I can understand why we're getting confused with the round. Bar the clock there. It's sort of all moulded into one, hasn't it? A brilliant contest this, as we close this 8th round here. And he likes his own work there, Blenkiron, raising his fist.
2 rounds I got down to work hard. All right, 6 minutes, Josh, come on. 6 minutes of non-stop drop. Yes? If you can drive him back, but through with it, right? Lord, drive him back in 4 yards.
Josh,
keep it, come on, son.
Time, just swinging shots, yeah? Just take a little step out, make him miss and come back with a fast hand, yeah?
That's correct.
All right.
2 to go, Barry.
Yeah,
we've got Blenkiron ahead, but look at this effort.
Only 2 to go, but when you're fighting in the ring there, that's a million miles away. The finishing line is so far away, isn't it? Finishing a fight like this. But look at the commitment, you can't fault it, can you, from both? You really can't. Even, we're talking about Coleman, but Blenkiron as well, under pressure, always looking to fire back. He might look the pressure, but he's feeling the pace for sure.
Look at the difference when you look at their faces. Not a mark on the face of Blenkiron, but bloody mess is Coleman. Great effort, though, from both here. Springing the step with Blenkiron to start this 9th round. Apologies for confusing you in that previous one. We are now in round 9. Look at this. Pressure, intent, will to win, desire shown on the face, the bloody face of Coleman. Asking him to drive forward, push forward in the Blenkiron corner. How much is left in the tank of not just both fighters here?
Oh, good shot. Oh, the good work there from Blenkiron. Look how tough is Coleman here, because he's absolutely exhausted. And then jarring punches he's having to take.
This exhausts him in the corners as well. They're living and breathing every shot here in Newcastle. Nice counter left hook back from Coleman. Little low with the right to the body there. Back comes Blenkiron. Nice 1-2. Gum shield out again from Coleman. He leans on, pushes on. He looks tired to me, Blenkiron, in this 9th round. You can understand why he's moved an awful lot.
Yeah, no spotted. I didn't think the referee spotted that with the gum shield.
Looking at the corner of Blenkiron, I think to bring the shots up through the middle, throw the uppercuts. Leaning over the front foot is Coleman. This is good from Coleman, really good work, really forcing himself on the Blenkiron. Heavy shots, head and body.
Just got to try not to smother his own work here, Coleman. I mean, what am I on about? They're absolutely knackered today, you know what I mean? Just bite on that gum shield. It's a lovely right hand there from Blenkiron.
You can do all the sparring in the world. You can prepare as well as you can until you get in this kind of scenario. You've got to find something that you can't fight. You can't teach.
Out again.
Good work from Coleman, looking for that right hand over the top. Come out a few times now, that gum shield. He's going to have to be careful, Coleman. The last thing he wants is a point off. With 3.5 minutes to go in this contest. Oh, stern telling from the referee.
Oh, good shot there from Coleman. Lovely right hand.
Back comes Blenkiron. Brilliant action.
Oh, what a right hand from Blenkiron.
To close this 9th round out here in Newcastle. Vacant Northern area title on the line. There's a cut to the right eye of Blenkiron, who lands a right hand to finish the round. Fantastic stuff from both here. What a war, what a fight.
Oh, still got long to go.
I wish there was more.
Josh, you've got 3 minutes to go in here. Mate, 3 minutes. Fucking come on. Get that adrenaline, because you can. That was a head clash.
Have a look at the clash. The head there, yeah, that's caused the damage, the cut there, Barry to
well
that right eye.
It's academic. It doesn't matter now. I don't think that's going to stop the fight, but it's soft.
Just step back and get your tag off. Don't snub your water. Josh, come on. 3 minutes, mate. Let's get ready for the go. Come on. Listen to him. You've got 3 minutes to present you. You want this? Do not fucking do a backward step. Let's go. Don't try to move against desperate. Step back.
Well, I'm looking at presenter Adele Oladipo, Tony Bellew. They look exhausted just watching this fight.
Seconds out, 10th and final round.
And we've still got our main broadcast to go, 7 p.m. But final round here, Josh Blenkiron versus Robbie the Showman Coleman. And it has been 9 epic rounds between two very good fighters. They showed us so much.
Oh, good shot.
Good work from Blenkiron, just spinning off the ropes there. Nice 1-2, but back comes Coleman, just pushing Blenkiron back on the ropes.
But to start the round, a couple of good right hands as well from Coleman as well. Some solid right hands.
I think as well, we love it when we see those showreel knockouts, big heavy knockdowns, but I think what has made this fight good and competitive is that they've both taken each other's punches.
Well, they're not
big punches, are they?
And this is why I keep telling you, big punch, non-punches make the best fights. I've been telling you forever.
Why wasn't you in there the exciting fights?
Scaredy cats don't come. Oh, this has been fantastic, and that really has.
Oh, nice left hook from Coleman, yeah, lovely left hook that. And back comes Blenkiron.
I tell you what though, when you're as tired as this, every punch is a big punch. Oh, good work there from Blenkiron.
Just completely stops. That could be an issue, this, for Coleman.
Oh, he's not going to give him a point at this stage, I don't think.
Oh, that was a very, very stern telling off in that previous round. Right, let's have a look at this. What's the ref going to do here? Yeah, And he is going to take a point off. I did feel after that last one, he'd had enough of it, the referee. I'm not sure he's doing this intentionally, Coleman. No. He's not doing it for exhaustion, is he? It's just a badly fitted gum shield, I feel, and it's come out a few times and it's cost him a point there.
Oh, he's going for it now, though, and that might mean more trouble for him than for Blenkiron, and then he walks onto a shot.
Him with a left hook.
Good shot. And a response there from Coleman. This is great stuff.
The faces of both non-stop. I'd love to see the punch stats here in this fight. Look at the face now of Blenkiron. Been talking about the damage to the face of the showman Coleman, but now it's Blenkiron, blooded, ready, as they get back to action in the phone booth.
Oh, look at that. Go on, boys.
Incredible. Down again.
Oh, there's 15 seconds to go. Don't worry about that, referee.
Yeah, just let it go.
He knows it.
Last 10 seconds here. He has stopped. Is he aware? Did we hear the clapper there?
No, even when they heard that, no, I don't think so.
The referee said it was a punch there that's dislodged that. Another
No,
another gun shield out of Blenkiron. Look at that.
Do you know what?
face.
If I was watching this on TV, I'd change the contract, because they're a different colour, aren't they, now, because of all the blood.
The dry cleaners have got their work cut out, cleaning these shorts, but look at this, if we get down the last few seconds of this epic fight for the Northern area lightweight title, both raise their arms. Blenkiron, to me, with more belief in the celebrations. But that Barry Jones was one of the best fights we've seen on the prelims here in Newcastle.
Mate, that was
fantastic.
Just a joy to watch, wasn't it? I mean, it's what it means to you, what the sport means to some people. Forget about world titles and all the rest of it. Where they end up, nobody knows. But right now, it was just one man versus another man, and they didn't want to relent. And I mean, it was absolutely fantastic from the first bell. You knew he was going to get this fight from the first bell, didn't he? Yes. Not, it was just the way, the commitment that they wouldn't once landed with one, wouldn't have to land with two, and so on and so forth. And that's how it transpired.
It's not always that after the first round you say, well, that heated up nicely, and it just followed suit, didn't it?
It really did. It was just a joy to watch. And you've got to, I mean, we all train hard, all boxers train hard, and you know, it's your duty to go out and win a fight. And if you don't, there's something wrong with you, I would feel. You know, there's a question should be asked. But sometimes fighters go beyond what they should do, and I think tonight those two did that.
I tell you what, I'd love to see that fight again, but the winner here is really going to want to push on. And as I say, Giorgio Vizioli, the English champion. British champion is Louis Doherty.
I gotta say, that was a pleasure. Not just to watch the commentator on, to be around, just to watch that ringside was an absolute treat.
That really was.
And I thank you, Josh, and I thank you, Robbie.
Yeah, I echo that. Fantastic fight here between two very good fighters. David, back to you.
Ladies and gentlemen, let's get a nice round of applause out here for both of these fighters. After 10 rounds of action here in Newcastle, we go to referee Ron Kearney's scorecard. It reads 96-95 for your winner. He's still undefeated, and the new Northern Area lightweight champion, Josh Blenkiron.
And it is Josh Blenkiron. Blenka, who captures his first title, the vacant Northern Area lightweight title, in a classic, a real classic here on prelims. You can see what it means to him and the team. A gutted Showman Coleman leaves the ring. He can be extremely proud of that effort. But what a fight, Barry Jones.
It was great. And I mean, I got to say for Robbie Coleman, he's not going to feel it now, but in years to come, he's going to be so proud of himself what he did tonight. Even in defeat, he's going to be proud of himself. His career will move on for that. But this guy, the winner here, Josh Brinkiron, was absolutely fantastic. Some of the punches under pressure, he kept the calm, which meant he kept the energy for longer. The long straight shots he was throwing were fantastic. And he had the grit in at the end, I'm sure, when Coleman was coming on strong. But he got through, and I think the right deserved winner, Darren.
Oh, what a great fight to finish the prelims with. This is what we've got on the zone. Live next, Leo Atang, Elif Turhan, Josh Padley fighting for the European title. Then the main event, Josh Kelly daring to be great, taking on IBF super welterweight champion, the monster, Bakhram Murtazaliev, is up next. Don't go anywhere.
Don't miss the biggest nights in MMA.
We are now set for